Okay, welcome to the bonus section of the Bootstrap Plus course. Thank you for joining me. I'm so excited for you to be here. I would hope that you haven't finished the course yet because actually analytics is extremely important for every other marketing initiative. To do successful things for your business, you need to have a proper analytics stack in place. And so over the next two quick sessions, about 10 minutes each, these videos, I'm going to show you how to and what to focus on in your analytics. So without spending any money, you can at least get 75% of the way there, get a lot of insight into which initiatives are working, and you can scale up your time investment in the right areas. Because what did I say the whole time in the course? My goal is to get you the most efficient and effective return on your time investment for all of these different marketing hacks that you do. So you'll see we're going to talk in the course about tens of 20 different initiatives, and you're going to be confused about which one to start, which thing to do first. And so the goal of this session, this 10 minutes I'm going to spend on Google Analytics, is to get you insight into that so you can be that data-driven growth hacker and make those moves. And if Twitter is showing that it's bringing in the best return on investment, then you can spend all your time there and your business will just be wildly successful, and you can go and raise money, make tons of people happy, and save lives, and boom. So to start off with that, the first thing I want you to do is, obviously, if you haven't signed up with analytics, you're going to go to analytics.google.com, fill out the information. It's really quick. If you're the developer, you just basically paste some code on every page that you want to track, and the data starts coming through within 3 to 24 hours. If you have a developer, it gives you a really simple email interface, and you can send that to them, and boom. Then you'll get to a page like this. You set your date range. I went back a couple of years because I actually don't have a lot of traffic to Andrew startups. You'll see, I focus on my client work and not really on marketing myself. So hopefully that'll change in the future, but I'm busy in the trenches. So I went back a couple of years to have some data for you. But on the left-hand side here, you see a menu bar with everything you'll ever need to know. Again, really confusing. Could be a lot of stuff here that you think you need to focus on. But as a marketer, what do you think the main thing I want you to focus on is here? Boom, acquisition. Obviously, we want to know where people are coming from, what they're doing, how long they're staying on the site, and this is what you're going to look at. So you're going to skip over real time and audience here. I do think those are both important. Real time is really interesting at different times of the day or weekend or night to check in on analytics. You can put the app on your phone as well, and you can just check in randomly and see what pages are people on, where did they come from, how long have they been there. That's really interesting for understanding your community. If you have a B2C company and you're wondering what times people are coming in, the audience section is obviously really valuable for getting deep info on your demographic and seeing which type of people are behaving which kind of way on the website. But again, the main thing for a marketer is the source and medium. So acquisition, all traffic, source and medium. Then you get to a report that looks like this. This will show you your top 10 traffic sources. A source is, like what it's either coming from a certain website or a direct or Google or Reddit or whatever. And then the medium is, what kind of traffic is it? Is it referral traffic? Is it direct traffic? Is it organic traffic? So I like to see both of those. Now, the next thing here is you're going to be analyzing each source by your major KPIs. So every client I've ever worked with, you guys, has different KPIs, but the main traffic KPIs for your website, no matter what kind of business or industry you are in, are going to be your users. So this is the total visitors to the site, and sessions, which is your total visits to the site. So a user can do multiple sessions. That's why that number is a little higher. This number not as important. I want to know users really. But then bounce rate, really important. Bounce rate is the number, the percentage of people that come to your site and bounce away without ever doing anything. You want a 40 to 50% bounce rate as benchmark. Mine is a little higher. Again, I don't really focus on the website, so not benchmark data here, but you'll see at different sources, it's different, right? So I can analyze, you can expect a source that has lower bounce rate than the others to be higher quality. Then you have pages per session. Which source is bringing in the highest amount of pages per visit of the user? Obviously for me, it's the same as the ones that have the lower bounce rate. Then the last thing is the time on site or average session duration. Google recently changed the names like a year ago. So you're going to look at these three things: bounce rate, pages per session, and average session duration. But you're going to make sure that the user number is pretty high. You're not looking at data with a small sample size. So If you're seeing consistent data there that these sources are the highest traffic, then that's where you know you need to spend the most time, right? So look at the difference for me from Reddit to Google Organic. Obviously, I don't want to spend time on Reddit driving 50-second visits. I want to go and spend time on search engine optimization to bring in those 2-minute and 3-minute visits and on remote.co. So I'm going to go back to that community and spend more time there. And that's really what's going to drive the most power for you at this early stage from Google Analytics. Obviously, you can drill this down to hundreds of sources if you want to look at it. They just recommend the top 10. You can then add in other categories or segments that you want to look at. So let's look at device category. I want to look at what type of phone or device people are looking at by source. So, oh wow, desktop versus mobile users, I can see the difference from someone coming in from Reddit on desktop is actually higher than Instagram on mobile. So basically giving you another layer to look at. Then if you get this report to the way you like it, you can then go up and export it, save it, or set it up to automate every day or week or every Monday to send it to you and all your teammates so that you get this data without having to sign in and look at it. Now, that's the main thing I want you to look at it. Obviously, there you can get unbelievable information about your social channels and your and what's happening there, but not super valuable until your social communities are really built up. You can get a lot of information and behavior based on what people are doing in each page. You can set up funnels and see who's going through the funnel, where they're dropping out. But beyond traffic, the number one most important thing that you can do is set up conversions. So you're going to go to goals here. You're going to click overview. And if you haven't set it up like I haven't, you're going to click set up goals. And you're going to click new goal. And there are about 5 or so different things that you can do. You can have a place an order as a conversion, create an account, contact you, read some content, click the call button, click live chat, play certain media, sign up to your newsletter, or you can even set up a custom one. I recommend, if you can, starting with a preset one that's already on there. That's just going to make it really easy for you. So let me just show you how to do this. So create an account. Obviously, if you're e-commerce, that's something really important. Page destination, it's exactly. So all you need to do to set up this goal, you don't need to be a developer or anything, is type in the unique URL suffix that will only fire when there's a conversion. So if it's slash thank you .html, or it could be, yourcompany.com slash checkout slash thank you. So it would be slash checkout slash thank you. You're going to then save that, and then every time that fires, that is going to go. So I'm obviously not going to save it. You're going to then, so let's imagine I've saved that. You're going to go back to your acquisition after the data is flowing in, all traffic, source and medium. And that information, that every time that goal gets completed, it's going to show up here by channel. So you're going to then automate that report up here, and you're going to be seeing every day, where do my leads come in? Where do my goals come in? By what source? By what channel? How much time did we spend? So I say in the beginning, set it up for every Monday, and then you have a marketing meeting with whoever's involved with this every Monday, and you review the traffic sources, the time on site, the major KPI data, and the goals that were converted by those channels, and you just decide and you make moves and you basically push time and money over to those channels that are converting the highest. So last thing I want to say about that is don't just set up one goal. You can set up to 16 goals, I think, different goal sets. So your secondary goals and your major goals. Obviously, the major goals are the ones related to revenue, but I want you to also track like email subscriptions, contact us, live chat, like really figure out which channels are bringing in the most engagement. And it could be even social media follows, like whatever is a potential, any opportunity for you to continue conversing with that user is a high quality conversion. So make sure you add all those in. And if you have paid ads, there's obviously Google paid stuff. You can see really good insight into your paid ads, but you also get that inside of AdWords. The Search Console is really valuable once you have good SEO set up and you've gone through our SEO side of the course. You'll get really good data on the Search Console about like which queries are leading to the highest traffic and the highest engagements. You'll be able to see goals by query there as well. So set up those goals set up your Google Analytics, and then go back over the course and make sure you spread your time evenly so that you can see what wins for you. Thank you so much for listening. And if you have any questions about analytics after this video, jump in the entrepreneur community that we have set up. I'm going to be on there answering questions every single day. And most likely there are entrepreneurs that have been through the same problems already. So they'll be able to tell you exactly what you need to do. So jump on there with any questions. See you there. Bye-bye.